It is the beginning of March. It feels like spring. The temperatures have warmed up. However, the Woodmaster 4400 is still going. We are still burning wood. And with the continuation of burning wood comes, yes indeed, you got to keep doing the maintenance that's involved with having an outdoor wood boiler. And one of those things is cleaning out the ashes. So today I have to clean out the ashes, and I'm a little past due on this. I've actually, the ashes on the inside, the pile has kind of gotten to the point where it's above the, when you look in the door, if you look straight in, like the ashes are mounted up a little too high. And even though this time of year with the warmer temps, I'm not putting as much wood inside the firebox each time I fill it up. But having those ashes pile up like that just isn't a good thing, because then the air coming in with the blower doesn't really hit the fire. It's kind of just hitting the ashes. So it's always good to keep your pile of ashes down inside your firebox with an outdoor wood boiler. Now, I mentioned that I am burning less wood. That is one good thing with the warmer temps. I also have noticed that with the new door being put on, I definitely am burning way more efficient. There's a lot nicer cold bed left over in between cycles. I still fill up generally 2 times a day, morning and evening. I have had a few days where I've only filled up once a day, and I've gone for about an 18-hour stretch. And one other thing that I've noticed is inside the door. Let me just open this up here. The other thing I have noticed that inside on the door, there's not as much buildup like there used to be. And you can actually kind of see right here, this stuff just kind of like, it's like real flaky. So there's not like that heavy tar buildup that I was getting before, where it was like, it would just look like black glass almost, like just chunks of it on the door. So that is definitely, I think, an indication that the door seal is much better. There's no gaps where there's a slight draw of air going in there and causing that fire to kind of keep burning, and then that smoke to turn into that thick, heavy, like tar creosote. So just to go back to the whole video a few weeks ago about whether or not I want to tear down this shed. And I've been getting a lot of good ideas and feedback and suggestions. So again, thank you for all that. But one of the things I have kind of been looking at is possibly if I do redo this end of the shed, I think what I want to do is have, like maybe have this rafter and this beam here be like the edge of the end of the shed, and then have the roof line just extend a little bit right out to where it would meet the chimney stack. And so basically everything from the stack forward would be covered, and then the back half would be left open. And I think what that would also allow is for a little better airflow in here. You can see above the door all of the, whenever I open the door and the smoke comes out, you can see where it is. So I'm thinking if I had this end more open, it might create a little better airflow, and then maybe even over there on the wall, put like an exhaust fan, or maybe like a hood. I think Matt down at Trees to Firewood has a hood above his, like a hood that you put above a stove in your kitchen. I think he's got something above his door that like sucks all the smoke out. And I think that is one of the things that I might want to consider. I have had some suggestions about turning the boiler. And the one thing with that is, so there is the water line that goes down. And this is also where the concrete pad like ends. So I couldn't really turn the boiler 90 degrees without digging all of this out and then leveling it and pouring another pad. And I also don't know if I want to dig up and like trench in more line to put the boiler in a different location. I'm not sure. It might work better to have the door like facing that way. And so it might it might work better, and then also to have it like down here, so I could almost put like 2 totes up in front, and then a line of totes here and a line of totes there. I don't know. Still getting ideas, still thinking it over on how I want to do this, but I think maybe having just, you know, I don't know if I need all of that enclosed behind the boiler. I think that might open it up in here a little bit more and let more of that smoke get blown out when I'm refilling. I don't know. Still kicking around a lot of ideas. So I guess the pondering continues. So still thinking things over. One of the things, if I did shorten the building up, then I wouldn't have that corner post there, and I'd be able to drive in a lot further and potentially dump with the bucket. You know, if I rotated the boiler so it was facing me this way, I could drive in here and like just dump a pile right in front of the door. So again, still kicking around a lot of ideas. The other thing that we are up to this afternoon here is little boss man wants to get the 4-wheeler running. So we've got the battery. Oh, it looks like it is charged. We've been charging the battery up because it was a little low, it wasn't turning over. So let's see if we can get this thing going. Let's see if we can get the bull fired up here. Ooh. Close. Ah. There we go. Gotta let her warm up a little bit, but I think all right. The bull is running. All right, so the ashes from the boiler have been cleaned out and the bull is now running. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to